The basic thing when anybody moves in a more linear fashion, whether it's internally below their sternum or externally, is that you start, you come to an end, you have some sort of time, however short it is, and then you go back the other way. Now that's linear movement. Linear movement comes to an end, and if you want to make it come back, you have to make it come back the same way. But that always implies somewhat of a microsecond of stopping, okay? Whereas if you just watch my hand making a circle, now you tell me where the beginning and the end of my circle is. Are you seeing a changeover? I mean, can you get a place to where it stopped here and then it started again? I don't think so. Okay, so you're just talking about that it's, then as you get more and more fluid, everything you're doing going from here to here, that it's almost like when you're getting almost to the ends of your fingers, it's already returning. And it's kind of like, even though it's coming back, it's also going forward. And that's what happens at any point where a circle goes from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. This is just how geometry works. It's the only way you can pull it off. If you're standing like this, look at my hands right now. This is right. So you're going to start like this, which means you're kind of stiff, right? Yeah, but you see, this can eventually, watch my hand. Now you tell me exactly when my hand is opening and closing, and if you can actually get the demarcation point, I'll give everyone here a brownie point. I don't think you can do it. Can you really tell where it's starting and where it's stopping? That's because they're connecting. It's because the chi is now, the fluids are coming back. They're not being obstructed, which is really quite different than, because there's a stop and a start. So you're trying eventually to get to where there is no stop and a start. There is no, from the beginning to the end of a Tai Chi form, there is not supposed to be a stop or a start. So keep in mind that when you start, expect to be stiff. If you do it with someone else, expect them to be stiff. But then the object, it's not that, it's watch. So the one goes into the other, just like the top flows into the bottom, flows into the top, flows. That is what happens in a circle. You know, the standard joke is, I will give anybody here $100,000 if you will tell me when I make a circle. I can't make a great circle, but as best I can, you tell me where the circle stopped or ended. You'll lose. Because no matter where you say, no, I can say, no, it started over here. Oh, it stopped. You think it stopped there? Well, actually, it stopped over here because the nature of a circle is that every point in it is a starting and an ending point. There is no clear demarcation. So when you're trying to make the fluids move, this is only training for you being able to recognize if there's internal movement. Now, really what I'm talking about is much more about the way the chi is going to come in and out of your body. It's going to become much more demonstrable when chi is coming into your body. And what you're doing about just getting a gross feeling of fluids is just something you can't recognize chi, but you can recognize what the chi is affecting, which is what's inside your body. And so, but eventually what's inside your body, when you become really familiar with that and you get a lot more circular, then you're going to start finding that the sensations of what are chi are going to start showing up on their own.